welcome back, our friends, to a little show. Right, a little show that we do here.
Roll with the Troll.
Roll with the Troll. This is the voice of reason over here.
There.
She is a great co-host. My name is the Troll. I'm going to be trolling a little bit on a film today called The Flash Movie. And our question today, voice of reason, is will the Flash movie blow?
Will it? You ask good questions.
I do ask good questions. Listen, I'm going to tell you, when this film was first in preparation stage many years ago, it was a great idea. Yeah. Back then, we did not know Ezra Miller was fucking nuts.
Right.
We had no negative connotations towards him. In fact, back then, he was pretty beloved.
Right. We didn't really know him at all, but...
Well, he had like a little cult following, I think, to a degree. Yeah. There were people who really liked him, and I didn't know him, but I figured, okay, I hear good things, whatever. Yeah. He was like, this eccentric kind of actor. Now he's just a fucking certified full-blown nut.
He's going through stuff.
All kinds of things. Since then, all those years ago, we've also got another issue in all the production hell that the movie's been in. Yeah. Production hell, never a good sign, right, guys?
Never.
Yeah, comment if you think production hell can ever be a good thing.
Doesn't it sound like fun?
Like they're finally getting it right after all these years. I think production hell, look what it did to some of the Star Wars movies, where they had to keep going back for reshoots. And this is way worse than reshoots with the problems they're having with The Flash. With the Flash movie, they're having so many rewrites and reapproaches. Now, recently, they're even looking to reshoot it without Ezra Miller. I don't know how you do that. That sounds extremely expensive.
Yes, it does.
I mean, he's the star of the film. How do you go back? So after all this, I don't even know how you can keep the other actors on board. Yeah, they want a do-over. So these are not good signs. And there's another great big problem, at least in my opinion.
What's that?
Michael Keaton, for some of us, is no longer likable. Right? Michael Keaton went from being this great guy that we loved. He was a great actor. Yeah. Now he's a lunatic, right? I don't know. Some of you in different parts of the country haven't seen this, but he did a commercial for the president of the United States right now, for Mr. Biden. And he actually did this commercial where he said, and I'm talking about Michael Keaton, he actually did a commercial, you can look it up on YouTube, where he full-blown said, the thing I like about him is that he looks you in the eye and he tells you the truth. That's what he said.
Wow. Oh, Michael Keaton.
To see Michael Keaton as a central figure in this film now doesn't sound good to me after that. And I'm not saying, like, a lot of actors have problems and we kind of put past it and just go watch the movie. But if you're gonna give me that hunk of shit, I don't need you. I don't want to look at your face.
It's hard to get past.
It is hard to get past. And frankly, Michael Keaton, not only did he say that, but then a short while after, like once the shit show was obvious, Michael Keaton then was asked about that commercial, and he said, "Oh, you know, I really don't like to get political." Now you don't want to get political because things are so bad here. But anyway, so it's going to be hard for me personally to look at him in a film and just see him as Batman. In fact, watching this movie is going to be tough because on one hand, I am curious. I kind of do want to see it. You know, I like the DCU more than a lot of people do. You know, but oh my God, it's going to be hard to look at Michael Keaton playing Batman and Ezra Miller playing Flash and see those characters instead of just seeing two complete nut jobs.
I thought your problem was going to be that he once played Batman and then he played a villain and now he's back to playing Batman.
Oh, because he played the Vulture in Marvel? Yeah. No, I don't care about that. That was fine. I don't give a shit about that part. But it's not going to be easy for me to watch these two in a film. Now, we do have a really good thing. We have Ben Affleck back as Batman as well. Woo-hoo! So to have two Batman in the same film, I think is really interesting. Maybe three. Maybe they'll work on somebody else too. I don't know yet. Obviously, Val Kilmer can't do it. Unfortunately.
Sadly, yeah.
Very sadly, he can't do it. Otherwise, that'd be really interesting. But see, then again, he was also supposed to be the same Batman as Michael Keaton. Remember? That wasn't like an alternate timeline or anything. That was supposed to be the exact same character. So I guess you really couldn't. I mean, if you did, it'd be kind of silly. So there's some good and some bad. I'd love to see Ben Affleck as Batman again. That's great. My understanding is he doesn't have a lot of screen time. It's just a very little cameo, to my understanding.
Okay.
I'd much rather, now if he were the Batman mainly in the film, and Michael Keaton was the little bit of a thing, a little bit of a cameo. That'd be good.
Could tolerate.
You know what he could do? He could show up and he could tell the Ben Affleck Batman. He could say, "You know the great thing about the Flash?" he's like, he looks you right in the eye. He tells you the truth.
Oh, that's so true.
And then a little bit later in the film, they could go, "Hey, tell us again about what you were saying about the Flash." "Oh, I don't like to talk superhero stuff. I don't like to. I like to keep superheroes out of it."
That's good. That's good.
So I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why I don't want to see this film. Like, it'll be kind of reluctant. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know how you not see it. You got everybody in this. Supergirl's in it. We got a version of Supergirl. Like I said, we've got the 2 different Batman. We've even got Zod is back in this, believe it or not.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. There's really a lot of cool people in this film. So I'm really torn. I'd like to know what you guys think. Is this going to be a good movie or is it just going to blow? I mean, another thing, too, that's worth mentioning. I already said earlier, I do like the DCU more than most people do. A lot of people just see it for the mess that it is. And it is a mess. I mean, it is from the first film, from Man of Steel, although a lot of us liked Man of Steel, they immediately had to start kind of retconning and trying to fix things.
Yeah.
Right away, like after that film. That film did well, but it wasn't the greatest start to a franchise. And then they immediately had to start doing light damage control to try to then they tried to say, oh, okay, so the ending of the film pissed people off. Remember how people were mad that Superman was destroying everything?
Yes.
Right, with his fighting. He didn't bother to try to get these guys out of the city. So then they had to start retconning and saying, oh, okay, well, Batman was there, and then he saw some stuff happen, and now Superman didn't mean for it to go down that way. It's like they started almost immediately apologizing for that film, and then they had to apologize for the second and third films, because nothing was really hitting home for DCU.
Yeah, kind of like American politics. Just keep blaming it on what came before.
Yeah, that's the way we can do it. So I don't know. I don't see this movie as being a classic. Then again, a lot of us went into Justice League thinking that wasn't going to be very good. Remember, the reviews were awful.
Yes.
And I thought even the theatrical version of Justice League was actually good.
Yeah.
I really do. I think that was a good film.
Yeah.
So, and I think looking back at it, I think people have kind of realized, it wasn't so bad. What was...
Yeah,
I
think a lot of people go to these movies and they make up their mind beforehand, or they let other things. I mean, I know we're kind of doing the same thing as we talk about, will this Flash movie blow or will it not? But the difference, I think, is that we'll probably still go see it and we'll make our own determination. There have been a lot of films that got really bad press and bad reviews before we saw it, and then we went to see it and we're like, what is everybody bitching about? This was much better than they made it out to be.
Yeah, well, the difference here, though, is we know for certain that this has been the passion's gone from this movie. Let's put it that way. With all the rewrites and the casting issues and everything else, and they're looking for so many gimmicks to make this movie enjoyable for people, and that's why they're crowbarring in characters that didn't necessarily need to be in the story. And I think at the end of the day, when you know that no one is really that passionate about this anymore, it's a job, that really takes the fun out of any movie, but especially a movie like this where you've got this big superhero team up. And plus, the original idea was this film was supposed to be like Flashpoint, where it resets and kind of fixes the DCU. They've been, like I said earlier, DCU has been kind of editing their own thing as they go anyway. You know what I mean? They've been constantly with each movie sort of retconning something and making you forget about something else. And, oh, now this character's totally different now. And it's very goofy. So
pay no mind to what you saw before.
Yeah, and that kind of deal. So guys, look, like the video, please. Like and subscribe. Support the channel. We really appreciate having all the new subscribers. And we're super pumped about everything that's coming up, right?
Yeah.
We've got in this summer into the fall, we've got so much good stuff. We've got Cobra Kai Season 5 coming, and we've got Halloween Ends, and then Creed 2, or Creed 3, I mean. So we've just got so many great things happening. So hopefully we can add the Flash movie.
Yeah, I hope so.
To this list of cool things to look forward to.
Let us know in the comments what you think about the upcoming Flash movie.
Yeah, let us know what you think, and maybe you have some information that we didn't touch on here today. So anyway, guys, that's it. Not a lot of trolling today. We're gonna kind of give this movie a little bit of a pause and just see what fucking happens. But we'll see you guys tomorrow for another great video. Thanks for all the support.
Bye.